Hey guys, welcome to the Mixed Message. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Chad.
And today we're going to talk about the South Koreans versus siblings versus Southeast Asians beef. We're going to get deep into this, and he's going to speak on behalf of his people, the South Koreans.
Okay, so we have a little brief on this just to run you through what the hell is even happening if you haven't heard the K-Net siblings beef.
This intra-racial race war that's happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Koreans, it's like the Koreans and the Japanese are pretty racist. But anyway.
Historically.
So I don't know, I can't really credit the person, but I found this breakdown and it's really thorough. But it all started on January 31st, 2026 at a Day 6's concert. Day 6 is a K-pop group in Malaysia. Apparently the organizers banned large professional camera lenses. And but even then, Korean fans kept pulling out their professional cameras or
snuck them in.
So they snuck them in and kept filming.
Yeah. And
then all the Malaysian people were like, yo, what the hell? And then whenever they would try to do something, they would just get flagged, called out for it. That's where the argument started. And the second part is kind of crazy. Because of that, Korean fans escalated it with pure entitlement of oh yeah, but we're Korean, we get to do it because it's K-pop, and you guys don't get to, because also your culture is basically nothing and hinges on K-pop.
Wait, so they're saying, these K-pop fans are saying, we're allowed to use big cameras. We're allowed to break the rules.
Well, not K-pop fans, Korean K-pop fans.
Korean.
Because everyone's a K-pop fan there. Yeah.
Korean K-pop fans are saying so what? They broke the rules and used the cameras.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do that because we're better than you.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's great.
And we are, but you can't say that out loud.
You can't say it out loud.
You can't say that out loud.
Okay, so then Indonesian fans on Twitter, even though the Korean fans weren't directly targeting them at first, the moment they mentioned Southeast Asians being dependent on K-pop, Indonesians felt called out, so they jumped in, saying not all Southeast Asians are obsessed with K-pop, and mentioned their local group, Nona. Nona?
Yeah. That's
when shit popped the fuck off.
Right? Yeah.
That's when shit popped the fuck off. Because then the Korean K-pop fans looked at Nona, because they said they didn't know who they were. Mm-hmm. They looked at their music video, and they're in a rice field.
Yeah.
And then these Korean K-pop fans said, wow, you guys are so primitive that all you can do is make a music video in a rice paddy field. That's what y'all got.
Crazy.
Because you're poor. So basically.
Yeah, just a little lens into Asian racism.
Asian on Asian racism.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Yes. Because I guess Asians are multicultural, but it's because Asia's such a big, I almost said country, because Asia's such a big continent, you got Kazakhstani people that look like me. They look like Wasians, but they're just Kazakhstani.
You even have Filipinos and Thai that look like me and are darker skinned than me,
Yeah, because the indigenous people there were
So then we get into the crux of the situation, right? Why does this debacle even exist between these people, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'm Blasian, you're Wasian, but we're both American. Mm-hmm. We can sort of break down the dynamics of this in an interesting way, right? Because I am Asian, but I'm also Black.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like for I'm Black, but I'm also Chinese, which is East Asian, and a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, there's a large contingent in these fancy Asian ethnic groups.
I feel China is so big though.
Yeah.
That I feel there's a term.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of Asians kind of basically use this term. It's basically classism in a way.
Yeah.
but basically they're the bougie Asians.
Yeah,
which are,
yeah,
like,
that's a good term.
Korea, not
China,
North Korea, but Korea,
Korea, China,
and Japan.
Yeah.
But then there's,
but also lighter skin. Like,
and they're also lighter skinned.
Like,
and here's the thing,
yeah.
Koreans actually are, like, can be dark skinned.
Yeah,
You just don't see it because the culture there is so like, oh no, I gotta stay out of the sun.
It's colorism.
Yeah.
But they also don't promote the people that are darker skinned in their country.
But it's colorism stemming from classism.
Yeah.
Because it means you worked in the field.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So like
during feudal times.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have like thousands of years of history of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, then you got quote unquote jungle Asians, which is insane. And those are all like the Southeast Asians, and also like low-key kind of parts of China too, because it's so big.
Of course, because it's huge.
You know?
Yeah.
And then so when you look at a map, you realize that most of Asia is quote unquote jungle Asian. So it's kind of like, and dude, Korea is so tiny. What are they doing picking a fight against the whole,
I think because the entitlement they
global
thought, or
alliance.
these specific Koreans thought that like everyone was going to have their back, right? Because that's what happens with privilege and entitlement, right? You think everyone's going to be on your side because like you're used to talking from that place down.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious though?
Yeah.
They're probably like, yeah, well, you got all the Southeast Asians. Well, we got all the fancy Asians, and then they're probably like, right, fancy Asians. Yeah. And then it's like the Japanese, and they're like, no, man, we're not with you. We don't fuck with each other in the first place.
And even like hella Koreans are like, I don't know why you said that because we're not on your side. You're making us all look bad. Yeah. And then they look behind the Indonesians that they attacked and the Malaysians they attacked, and they got Vietnamese stepping up for them. Thai
and they're
people
all crossing their arms and
Borneo.
Just
like
bruh,
you trying to fuck with us? Like
tapping their foot.
Just y'all.
Like
matter of fact, we got some of y'all behind us too. We got Koreans here and Chinese and Japanese people behind us. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, and also my fiance, because I have to mention her every single episode because we
love her.
She's a producer.
We love her.
And it's part of her contract.
She's our investor.
We have to make her happy. She's Filipino.
Yeah.
So this puts me in a bit of a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
But you're in a pickle because you're Korean.
Yeah, because I'm Korean.
Well, you're South Korean and white, so you're double oppressor in this situation.
In this situation, yes.
Situation.
Which is crazy because you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Is like Koreans weren't even like ever considered like an oppressor.
Y'all were oppressed.
We were oppressed as shit.
By Chinese? Were you oppressed by Chinese people? By Japanese for sure.
I think it was Chinese for a little bit. Then it was Japan. And then it was
Chinese again?
And there was a little bit of America.
Oh yeah.
Right. Because they did the whole white savior thing.
Yeah.
But they still called us all gooks.
But you're a perfect example of like being both of those things, but not abiding by sort of the historical like entitlement or privilege of that, right? Mm-hmm. Actively fighting against that.
Yeah.
Which is not...
Because it's so innate and ingrained in my blood, you know? I gotta.
Well, here's something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The American perspective of viewing this, right?
Yeah.
I think it's different than like being born and raised in Asia.
Yeah.
Because we live in a very, very diverse group of people in America. Very diverse population. Yet racism runs amok because we're so separate, and it's literally in the foundation of our country, right?
Well, also the racial history in our country is so like intrinsic and contained within the nation.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas like racism historically in Korea was from an outsider that wasn't even part of the country.
So then xenophobia enters the conversation.
Yeah.
Is it not racism in this case between the Southeast Asians and the South Koreans? It's more xenophobia and colorism?
I think
classism, I guess?
I think it is, but I think most people just, colloquialize it as just racism.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to like strip it down to like what kind of racism, it's honestly just xenophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really racism. But we just call it racism.
But the concert was a K-pop concert and a K-pop band in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Right? And it's probably funny because this K-pop band ain't touching this. They're not saying anything
they're
like
like,
this.
"Plead
Because they
the
probably
fifth."
don't feel
Yeah.
that way because they're like, no, these are our fans.
Yeah.
And we're in their country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But apparently it escalates from there. Okay, so they
So back
said
to Nona, they said
backward rice fields
Yeah.
and rice civilization.
because you don't have anywhere else to film, and that's your civilization. It's still built on rice cultivation. So you're a rice civilization. You're primitive. You're beneath us, basically.
So crazy. As our birth rates are rapidly declining in Korea.
That's Korea's
because we work
crumbling.
60-hour work weeks there. I don't know why I said we. I don't live there,
Maybe
but my
that's just-
cousins do.
Maybe it's just a projection because their country is falling apart.
Yeah, maybe they're like,
You know?
you know what? I would actually prefer the peaceful lifestyle of working on a rice field.
It's like how
instead
we
of-
attack China.
Yeah.
Americans attack China. It's like,
Koreans don't even get to see their
Yeah.
kids because they're at work.
yeah, exactly.
And that's why the birth rate's so low, because like, I'm not going to see the kid. Why even have one? You know?
Yeah. Okay. So then that comment turned into the Vietnamese and Thai fans joining behind. We said that earlier.
Because
joining
rice
behind-
fields are culturally significant to them as well.
and Koreans.
And Koreans,
What
yeah.
are they talking about?
It's like, sure, now we kind of like, it's an import now, but
okay.
like,
Yeah, then it gets spicy. When Korean fans couldn't win the argument on X, they tried to bring in Chinese and Japanese fans.
this is what we're talking about.
And move the fight to threads, thinking users there, including Western audiences, they try to bring us in there too.
Yeah, because like, hey, you guys like
support
K-pop,
them.
right? You guys
Yeah,
like K-pop,
you like K-pop, right? Well, join our
you guys-
racism, xenophobia, entitlement, and prejudice.
Wait, you guys like K-pop and racism, right?
Yeah, right?
Like-
Well,
and then we're like, no.
okay,
like-
but instead, some Korean fans escalated further by body shaming Southeast Asian fans, comparing their appearances to apes.
yeah.
I didn't know that part.
No, that part's crazy.
Okay,
that
I'm-
part's actually nuts.
I think that's probably when black people started
Well, like,
entering the conversation.
yeah,
It's like, no, we
no,
know what that is.
no.
We're not fucking with you. Now we're joining.
Yeah.
Now we're joining the CB.
You not only appropriated a black culture, but you're also calling these guys monkeys now.
Yeah,
so
you're
that's
appropriating
insane.
the slurs that they're appropriating KKK culture. They're appropriating white supremacist culture. How dare they?
South KKK
First
town, bro.
First, they appropriate black culture to make their music and K-pop.
KKK pop, bro.
KKK pop. Oh shit! Then they appropriate white supremacist culture to attack Southeast Asians. Oh my god. Okay. The post was widely seen as offensive and inappropriate. No shit. And people from many countries found it distasteful.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. So now apparently we're being called the fucking Asian Karens. So
South Koreans?
yeah,
How's it feel?
it sucks because
Yeah.
my name's also Chad.
Well, speak on behalf of your race.
Okay.
As one of the good ones.
That's one of the good ones. Yeah. Okay. So
Public PSA. PSA. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, guys, but what the fuck are we doing, man? Seriously, it's like we were so in the shit where we should be resonating with everyone else, but now like America came in and we're like, hey, actually, we're gonna fund a lot of things. We're gonna bring democracy, and now you're like the little special kid that finally gets to go to a private school all of a sudden, and now you're acting like, yeah, you're getting a little head pat, and you really like that head pat, and you got to stop liking that head pat. Oh my god, fucking cut it out.
You don't like it?
You don't
Oh,
trust-
you're one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Alright,
You don't touch a Korean person's hair.
My bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Jesus
You
Christ.
touch mine.
No, I'm good, man.
That's why we're best friends, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, the PSA's over.
PSA's up. Well, basically, dude, like, what are we doing, man? Like, okay, well, here's the thing. Like, it's nuts because colorism in Korea is pretty insane.
Well, you've been to Korea. What was it like?
yeah. Dude.
Did you experience? Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
I've been to China. I've been to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to Korea. But the black people that have been to China and that I've met in Japan and China, they say that Korea is a very different experience.
Yeah.
Like they feel
black.
black. They feel
Yeah.
their blackness more there
Yeah.
than in those other. In China, when I lived there, I felt free
Yeah.
in a way that I never felt when I lived like here
Thank
in
you, Rush
America.
Hour. Yeah.
But they say Korea, they get rejected from clubs.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about their skin color, and the black people that I know that can speak Korean, they hear shit talking. You know what I mean? So like, why is the Korean experience different than the Chinese or the Japanese experience? experience?
I honestly think
I don't know.
it has to do with the import of like American beauty standards.
Oh, and you think they embraced? I mean, it is the plastic surgery capital of the world. And
Yeah.
you think of like,
My cousin got double eyelid surgery.
yeah, and then you
for
think about
a high school
why,
grad gift. Yeah.
why do they like? Not even why. What do they embrace in terms of these beauty standards? And it's usually like they're cutting up their faces to look more like white women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Even the men. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do that color contact thing, the green eyes and blue eye thing.
Yeah.
They say that it's not. They say that, oh, we're free to do whatever we want. I'm like, yeah, you're free to do whatever you want. But this
why
is what you're
this?
choosing to do.
Yeah.
with
Why aren't
your
you doing
freedom of what you
blackface
want.
instead?
Yeah, then do.
Yeah.
Then why don't you do blackface? It's kind of crazy because they're appropriating black culture for their music,
Yeah.
but then cutting up their faces to look like white people.
Yeah.
They're like trying to be. They're trying to be like Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees or NSYNC, which was like hopping on the black boy band and then just making them white.
I feel like
They're like going. They're like.
I feel like at some point there's going to be a shift where you'll start seeing more like dark-skinned Korean like celebrities at some point that like embrace the fact that like
they're darker skin.
that they're darker skin. Because like,
Yeah.
and when I say darker skin, like Koreans aren't like very dark, but they could get to a point where like they tan like almost like a Filipino person.
It's literally just a shade
Yeah.
lighter or darker than see-through sometimes.
Oh, currently?
Yeah, because they're like
Yes.
because they.
Oh my God, it's like
they do the
porcelain.
skin whitening cream to the point where they're like white.
No,
they're
but
whiter than white.
That's what I'm
people.
saying. I think like Hollywood and like Eurocentric beauty standards like really kind of messed us up in a way.
Yeah.
Because what it did is it put like not even like white people, but whiteness just like on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Where people want to be these like porcelain dolls that are so pristine and perfect and picturesque, like untouched, like an untouched fresh layer of snow. You know, like that's
Yeah.
what they like want to be.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, dude, like, growing up, like, there was this kid that lived in our neighborhood. He was an adopted Korean kid. And, you know, he didn't have any of that Korean, that part of the Korean culture at all.
Yeah.
Where it's like this obsession with, like, you know, fair skin, you know, that, like, he would go swimming all the time. Bro, he was darker than you.
There's
I'm
a lot
not
of
even
people
kidding.
darker than me. I'm
Yeah.
a light ass. I'm a
Yeah,
light
but
bright.
this is like a Korean person.
Yeah, like
you
full
know?
Korean.
Yeah, full Korean.
Yeah.
Darker than you. Like,
My
it's...
uncle's darker than me. He's full Chinese.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like think like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's how like Korean people actually tan, you know?
It's kind of interesting that you would not live your life because you're afraid of like your skin getting darker, not because it's like for health reasons, just because it's like
Aesthetic
this
reasons.
aesthetic
Purely aesthetic
that
reasons.
you are letting other people control you by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
and then that makes you think a certain way about yourself, and then also the people who like are born with darker skin, because you were raised to think that darker skin is like a signifier of lower value, and then again now, and this is how, you know, sort of I experienced this in LA, right? We have a sordid history with the Korean population because of the LA riots.
Yeah.
Because of how the media painted a picture that we were fighting each other and then blew that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then with the rooftop Koreans, you know, being like painted as this heroic figure that shoots black people from rooftops.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, that's not really what it was anyway. They were just defending their stores,
Yeah.
not just shooting black people.
Yeah.
But some Koreans, and I've even heard them
I
like,
know.
say like, yeah, that's why we're rooftop Koreans, so we could kill black people because you guys are savages. And it's like, where did
Whoa.
you get that from?
Yeah.
Because that's not even what it was in reality.
Yeah, last
And
I
that's not even
checked,
your
it was just
generation.
like it was like sitting on the front porch with a shotgun in your lap.
Yeah.
You know, you're just basically warding off any people who
Yeah,
are
and
going
it
to come
wasn't
like
a
mess with
color,
your store.
it wasn't a race thing.
Yeah.
It was like, whoever's coming in my store, I'm going to defend myself from the people that are trying to destroy my property, you know, and then the media fan the flames to make it black versus Asian, of course, so that the power structure doesn't get in trouble or have to take any responsibility or accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Meanwhile, all the people in Beverly Hills are like,
yeah, exactly.
like looking like the VIPs in Squid Games,
fighting each other. Look at that. But
yeah.
Then I think like, you know, you're saying like American beauty standards was exported to Korea. I think when Koreans also come to America, they inherit the racism that is embedded in our country too. And sometimes subconsciously they take sides. Colorism, the colorism that they come into into America with in their mind doesn't help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they definitely look at society. And I can say this as like having grandparents who are Chinese immigrants, a mother who's a Chinese immigrant. They had to fight against what the country was telling them about its own people, Black Americans. Yeah. Until their daughter married one. And it was like, oh, they're human. Oh shit, I have kids that are Black and Chinese now. Oh wait, they're just normal kids, just like everybody else. But it takes that. That's how much it takes. Yeah. You know, what were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, like I would say it's not even like they took the American racism. I think American racism is just ingrained in that type of like beauty culture. Okay. And that's how it was almost like a Trojan horse into Korea. Got it. You know, because the thing is,
it was like Hollywood and
it's a whole like beauty industrial complex, you know, where they want to make all these people insecure about who they are just naturally as Korean people. Yeah. That they can then prey off of that vulnerability and make a shit ton of money.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the key to marketing is to make you think you're
missing something.
You're missing something, or that the part of you is worthless, so that you spend money in order to correct that. And that's where the business starts to happen. That's when the plastic surgery, the skincare products.
You know, hot take, and this is for my Korean people out there. Sure, Ollie London may have happened where a white guy wanted to become Jimin and got
from
plastic
BTS,
surgery.
Korean pop.
But we have a bunch of Ollie Londons in Korea trying to be white. Yeah. And it's normalized.
And they're not they're not getting attacked. They're just some of them are getting praised for that.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, you look so good. Like you look so pretty. Like, you know, like
but that is
because that's all we heard. Like my sister and I, like when we went to Korea, is like our family and like our family's friends and our cousins' friends, like fawning over like how we looked. And I was like, okay, I did not ever get this kind of attention back here.
Did it really happen during the Korean War where the imports just
that I don't know,
because it sounds so different, this origin story than China or Japan. You know,
it's because there's so much like more. Because here's the thing, right? Like China, like had British meddling, right?
Well, that's like in Hong Kong. It didn't really reach the rest of China.
True, because it's so big. Yeah. And then like Korea had like American meddling because they came in and like saved us from the Japanese. Got it. Right? Or well, no, they saved us from. Yeah, they did save us from the Japanese during World War II. But then also
the communists.
The communists. Yeah, because they're fighting for democracy. Very hell divers of us. But Japan didn't really have that. Right? The most Japan got when it came from Western influence was like a bunch of Christians trying to
they were
convert people. Yeah. And the thing is, Koreans are also like were colonized religiously too. Yeah. You know, like half of us, I mean, we used to be primarily Buddhist. But now like most of us are like, now half of us are like, I think Methodist or something like that.
So a lot of this comes from like the just the infiltration of Western culture, and along with that comes all the things that we're talking about.
Because also look at the Philippines, right? The Philippines is also, like, when you look at their media, it's also obsessed with like skin whitening, like body washes and stuff like that. God. And I think and I feel like the culprit is the fact that it was an American territory for a minute, you know? So like I think that definitely comes hand in hand. Yeah. You know? So so with that all said, it's not our fault. Even though we said all that racist shit to the Southeast Asians, it's not our fault.
You're speaking as a South Korean. You're speaking on behalf of all South Koreans.
I'm speaking on,
And you're dodging accountability.
Yeah, I am. I'm dodging accountability. Yeah. Because it's easier that way. It's just easier to hold yourself accountable.
Well, I have a question. Where do we go from here? I'll say this. I'll say that the clapbacks from not just the siblings, like the Southeast Asian people that have entered the chat or entered the conversation, but also like the Westerners, the other Westerners, the other Koreans and the other fancy Asians that have backed the Malaysians that were called apes, the Indonesians that were called apes, gives me confidence that like at least these people have to deal with confrontation towards their xenophobic, privileged, entitled,
neighbors,
views.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that is progress. It's sad that this shit still exists.
But you know what's funny is like
that KKK pop still exists.
But what's funny is that all the clapbacks from like the Southeast Asians, so much funnier than anything
100%.
all the Koreans were saying. Because all the Koreans were saying like basically just like monkey jokes.
Yeah, you're an ape or you're a monkey or you're primitive civilization of rice.
Yeah.
Y'all are too. Koreans are too.
Yeah. Banana uyu masha. Yeah. They just like they're like go drink your banana milk, man. Yeah, but like it's
or calling
crazy.
them dark skin. It's like, yeah, we love our skin.
You're like, okay.
You guys don't. You guys cut yourself up. And then, dude, there was a crazy ass. What did they say? I wish I could pull it up. Where like a Korean, one of these Korean people who are calling them apes said like, oh, this is your life trajectory.
Yeah.
It's like you're Southeast Asian. You want to date a Korean man. You find out that you're not beautiful enough to do that and they'll never want you. And then you die. and then that's, I think the person that like received that was like, okay, well, at least I don't wake up, want to be a white person. And then I cut myself up to look like a white person. And then I realize I'm not a white person. And then I kill myself. This shit was so fucked. I was like, stop fighting.
Is that assisted suicide?
They're
it's not even a murder,
wild
dude.
Shit to each other.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's crazy.
Damn.
Oh God. Oh, what was it?
Jesus.
I had a. Oh damn! I had a thought. Oh, yeah. Actually, dude. Yeah, because the thing is, like, Korea's in a rough spot. Also, hey, give us some grace.
Hey.
Give us some grace. We had the worst work hours ever. 60-hour work week. By 2050, we won't have enough young people to take care of our elderly.
And you know what that is? That's also an American export.
Yeah,
that you built your whole economy on this hustled grind culture.
That's why we developed so fast.
Yeah,
but now it's gonna like start collapsing.
Yeah,
because we can't adapt.
America's headed
from that.
We're headed there too.
Yeah, but
Japan is already there.
Yeah, no, but it's crazy because like. My cousins,
China number one. Sorry,
my cousins are literally like,
China,
like, Chedu, let's go move to Australia.
Wow,
because like they're literally like they say like this is like I think they say it's like Hejosun, which is like the Hell Dynasty or something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah, I probably mispronounced it, but like
yeah,
but it's that bad over there, like economically.
You know what I think too. Is that like Han? You know what Han is?
What?
The rage that like the K rage.
Oh.
The term Han is used to describe this rage that Koreans have, sort of from the historical oppression that they faced.
Oh.
And Black people can relate to that. To the historical oppression we faced. Mm-hmm. I just wish that and there's plenty of examples of Koreans using K rage for good.
Yeah.
But this is an example where like it's used in the most heinous bad way possible.
It's used down.
Yeah, it's used to
punching
punch down instead of up, which is like what's gonna heal all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting
the Koreans, what they should have done is just been like, yeah, why the fuck didn't they let the Malaysians bring in camera equipment?
And none of this would happen.
Hey, if we're doing it, why can't they?
It's like, yeah, yeah, we broke the rules.
Like bring
Hey,
people
you know
up
what?
with you, you
You're
know?
monkeys. It's like, damn, like just that one decision
Yeah, crazy.
changed everything.
Crazy how
it's
it
like,
fractured
why did they let
off.
us break the rules? They should bring
And
cameras too.
And then it became a global situation.
Oh my God.
When it could have just been like an isolated incident.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But Chad, what's the solution?
The solution
Let's
is
end on a high note.
is to be kind to one another.
Be kind and nice to others.
And don't be xenophobic.
And don't be racist. And don't be...
And just be Korean,
privileged.
guys. Just be a Korean person.
Yeah, you could be proud to be Korean without stamping
If
down
you
on
really
other people,
want
right?
whiteness in your Koreanness, just move someplace white and get like a white spouse and have
Be the reverse
Wasian
Ollie
kids.
London.
Be the reverse Ollie London.
Have Wasian kids or have Wasian
Just have
kids
Wasian kids.
and breed it out of your body. Breed the self-hate out of your body.
Yeah. Because
Actually, don't do that. Don't do. Oh, dude.
no, because here's what's gonna happen. If you're
I like Chad. I like that he exists. So like, do that, but don't do it for that reason.
Yeah.
There.
Well,
Let me
here's a
clarify.
crazy thing. If you're a self-hating Asian and then you end up like marrying like a white person and having a Wasian kid, I guarantee you that Wasian kid is probably gonna grow up like wanting to like explore and like discover the side of the culture that they were like neglected.
Yeah, they were forced to repress.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're kind of just doing yourself a favor because now it's teaching you to love yourself
Yeah,
in a way.
and that's what you should do.
Sorry, Mom. I'm just kidding.
You should love yourself.
No, my mom loves herself. It's fine. She that's where all the Koreanness comes from is my mom.
Nice.
Yeah, because she cooked all the Korean food
Yeah.
so much and was like, this is called doenjangjjigae.
But that's
And then
what's
you were just
interesting.
like, this is broccoli beef,
Oh,
right?
you're talking about with my Chinese side?
Yeah, because didn't you say that like the Chinese side, you don't know the names of a lot of Chinese food because they just
They just gave me everything.
said what it
And then I
was
was like,
on the
oh shit, when I
dish.
go to the restaurant, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I know all this food. I don't know what it's called in Chinese.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it would just be like, I know what it's called in Chinese, but like not the actual dish itself. 'Cause my
Yeah.
grandma would remix,
Mm-mm-mm.
and then I'd go to places, and then I'd say that word, but then they wouldn't know what that is. Or I'd say like mian bao, which is just bread, but my grandma would make the specific type of bread. And I'm like, no, not this. This isn't mian bao. And it's like, yes, it is. This is bread.
And then you realize
I'm
your
like-
grandma's in the wrong, and
Yeah.
then you actually should be yelling instead of at the clerk
Yeah.
at your grandma, being like, "What kind of bread, though, grandma?
What specific
What
kind of bread,
specific
grandma?
kind of
You
bread?"
didn't tell me the specific kind of bread, but I will never yell at my grandma. That's never
Yeah,
gonna happen.
obviously not.
And shame on you for even
Unless
suggesting
unless she's losing her hearing, and then you have to yell for
And then I
practicality
literally-
reasons,
yeah.
just to be pragmatic.
that. Exactly. Anyway, guys, this has been The Mixed Message. I'm Ryan.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is Chad. And please, love yourself so we don't have debacles like this. Worldwide debacles like this in the future.
Because this shit only happened because the Koreans were like, not to keep going.
No, keep going.
But this shit only happened because Koreans were like being a bunch of mods.
There you are. And if you are a Mixed Message fan, you know exactly what that means.
Yeah. If you're one mixed message fan
Yeah.
that watches every single episode,
Yeah.
you know what that means.
You know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
if
I
you're
think we have
not,
4 now.
go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
We love you guys, and you
See
should
ya.
love yourself so this
Yeah.
doesn't happen ever
Yeah.
again.
Peace out. I'm going to start crying in my pillow
Yeah.
because my people.
I thought you said my pee hole.
No, because my people. Whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you?